Hi everybody, this is Mom H with Honey Hollow Homestead. The sun is right there behind the trees. It's the evening, and guess what I'm sitting on? Finally, after 3 months, the summer is pretty much gone. I have my tractor back. Now, I might have got my tractor back sooner if I had done what I should have done, which is pray about it. Because I went for about 2.5 months. I would check in with them every week, once a week, ask them how things were going, waiting on parts. They got parts, they were the wrong parts, I had to wait again for parts. We had a Sunday school lesson on prayer, and the pastor preached on prayer, and I was convicted I should have been praying for my tractor. So I prayed for my tractor. And I asked God, I said, you know what I got going on here? And we're ready and waiting. Please, dear Lord, can you get the parts in for my tractor so I can get my tractor back? That Thursday when we went in town, we stopped in and the parts had arrived that day. There you go. Now they did discover another issue with the tractor that was under warranty. And so they took care of that. The problem that was with my tractor, why it wouldn't start and everything, it was my fault with everything going on with my husband last winter. I screwed up, and I did not deal with my tractor properly. I should have made sure it had a full tank of diesel. I did not. I should have had some treatment in there, which I did not. And that's what messed up my tractor. He was hoping it was just an injector, one injector. It was not. They ended up having to replace the pump. That mistake cost me dearly. Yeah, it was a big bite out of what I have going on here. Now, God's still providing. We had the money set aside for the retaining wall, the pole barn, and finishing the barn. Okay? And I had the money to pay for the the board fence that you see back here. See the board fence. I had enough money for that. Depending on what the bill for the repairs on the tractor was going to determine whether or not I got the rest of the fence done in woven wire like I wanted to. I do have the T-posts that I need to put the woven wire fence up, but I don't have the woven wire yet. And I do not have the cash on hand to get it. Also thinking about hoping to contact the guy who was going to do my plumbing before the end of the month. Get him out here to do that. Between that and having to get hay, because I couldn't get hay from my neighbor when he cut it, except for a small amount that he had saved for me, because he knew I was going to need it, and he was right. He thought about it. So anyway, I'm grateful that he had the forethought to get the hay, to cut that little bit of hay for me, and I figured that will get me through till I get the pole barn done. So I got that. but I don't have enough hay to do me for the whole winter. So we'll see how things go. I know what I've got set aside for hay, and if I can find enough hay at a good price, I should be okay. But we'll see, okay? I guess I'm going to have to pray again about hay, aren't I? So, but I can't get hay until the pole barn is done. So hopefully he can start on everything here next week, hopefully. But we'll see. Now, all that, the money's there for that. Now the money is gone that I had for the fence. However, just today, I received a letter from the extension office that I was approved for a cost share program. So, everything I've done here, that's going to be done right here with the retaining wall, the pole barn, and finishing the barn, and what I had done already with this fence here. When I can turn in the receipts, I will get half of that money back, okay, up to a certain amount, and that will pay for my fence. It will pay for my fence. We'll see if I need to get into that for anything else in regards to my plumbing and the hay. I shouldn't need it for the hay, but possibly I might need some of it for the plumbing. We'll see. We'll see. The only other thing that I wanted to do was, you see that glorious shed back there? What a royal waste of money that was. I was looking so forward to that. Yes, it was something cheap, and my husband got it for me, and I put it together. The thing leaks. I have caulked the living daylights out of it, spent more money on caulking and sealing and everything else like that, and it leaks, and it still leaks. I mean, I was looking so forward to having a nice dry place to store my tools. It's not. So needless to say, it's not doing any good on the floor of the shed. I've been trying to figure out what to do about it. If I have the money, after I get everything else done, what I'm thinking about doing is having another pole barn built over top of that shed. Then that's the poles and the roof, okay? Nothing else. And then as I can afford it, I'll put in a floor, and I'll build walls around it. And as I do that, then I'll move the tools into the section that's finished, and I'll empty that shed out, and I will take that shed apart. Okay? I'm not going to tear it down. I'm not going to damage the metal, because I can still use that metal. And that's what I will do. I'll use it to build other shelters. I'm working on an idea for a covered hay feeder for the goats and the sheep. So that's going on in my head, and we'll see how that develops, okay? We'll see. But that's if there's enough money to have it done after I get everything else done, okay? You know, God gives us exactly what we need when we need it. And that is what He has done so far. It's just a matter of not stressing over it, discussing the plans with Him, And if they're good plans, He'll make sure you have what you need when you need it. So I am happy that I will have the money to finish the fence and be able to put up hay and get plumbing done. And anything over that, if He allows me to do this project over here, I will forever be grateful. So anyway, that's my story. That's what's been going on. It's been a lot of, learning on my behalf. Have patience, pray about it, and then give it to God and let Him worry about it. And that's what I'm trying to do. I have times when I'm successful, and I have times when, I think, but God, I need this. But no, it's in His time. And He's a lot smarter than I am. And in one final parting word, I would appreciate you if y'all would pray for my neighbor. The neighbor where I get square bales from. I called him yesterday, and he was in the doctor's office. He has the cough, and I think you know what I mean by that. He's an older man. I'm not sure about his health status, so I greatly appreciate if you would pray for him. Okay. I'll be checking up on him in a day or two, see if he's feeling any better. Hopefully he'll be no worse for wear. We're going through this. I'm fortunate. I have never had it. I've been exposed to it. To the best of my knowledge, I have been, and I've never ever gotten it. So I don't know if this is his first time or not. I don't know. But just pray for my neighbor, please. I'd appreciate it. So this is Mom H with Honey Hollow Homestead. Wonderful changes are on the way. Talk to y'all later.